Our theme for today is activating our miracle consciousness. The healing modality we will use today is the core work method, which allows us to use applied quantum physics to connect with the zero-point field of infinite possibility. Understanding and activating miracle consciousness requires us to be willing to see the world through the eyes of the universe. And the way that we're going to see through the eyes of the universe is to imagine what it would be like to see through the eyes of a newborn child. Just think about that. What would that feel like right now with your ability to have your awareness and your thoughts and your adult self? Having the ability to see through the eyes of a newborn child, what would that be like? Imagine your favorite place that you've ever been to. Wherever that is, imagine yourself in that vision, seeing it through the eyes of a newborn child. What would that be like? A newborn, have you ever seen their eyes? They're so big and they're just like so excited. When they're fully present, their eyes are huge and they look like they're just absorbing everything, which they are. Just imagine your favorite location right now. See the people, the places, the experiences, and be willing to see it through the eyes of a newborn child. And while you're doing that, have the divine I Am presence within each of us. Show us how to see through the eyes of the universe, what it feels like, what it means on a deep conscious and subconscious level, so that we can begin to integrate with it with ease and grace. If you want that, just say yes. So now, what if that vision that you just saw of this favorite place of yours that you've been to, what if that's just an extension of you? And that is the miracle. What if that is just an extension of you? What if you were on top of a mountain or looking at the ocean or in a forest or whatnot, and you just see all of the magic around you as an extension of you? What would happen if that was the case? Just think about that. And what would happen if that was true? Let's show you. And let's show you that there is that possibility that that can be true for you. Can we invite you to go ahead and be willing to allow that to be a reality for you? To know that the beauty that you see around you is an extension of you. And if you're seeing things that are not so beautiful, that's also an extension of us. And all it is just feedback. How can I shift a few things within myself, take care of myself, love myself, be more kind, more generous, so that I can begin seeing the reality around me reflect that? So if you're someone who's struggling financially or in relationships and you're just not seeing what you want to see, it's simply because we have not allowed ourselves to see the miracle. That's it. And we're so focused on such a specific way of seeing that thing that we want that we're not allowing ourselves to see all of the other miracles that are available to us. And usually when we shift our focus on those other miracles, that thing that we desired most usually happens. That's just how it goes. So let's go ahead and show us how to do that, if it's for our highest and greatest good. To see, to recognize, to activate that awareness, that knowing that miracles are real, they are happening, and they are available now. If you want that, say yes. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and repeat after me. I am willing to see. And I am willing to feel all the miracles around me. And so it is. And go ahead and check in with yourself and feel if that statement was true for you. Are you willing? Are you willing to see and feel and know all the miracles that are happening around you? Are you willing? Does that feel true for you? And if you're not sure, the fact that you're here right now and are open to this kind of healing work, that's your confirmation that you're willing. Good. Now I want you to think about the concept of miracles. Do they feel more accessible to you? Do they feel a little bit closer? Or does it still feel like they're really far away? Just think about that. And again, if they are feeling a little bit more far away, give your mind permission to know that it's not losing anything, that it doesn't have to prove that it's right that miracles don't exist, because that kind of reality is just not serving it anymore. And we're grateful for all the ways that it protected itself, but it just doesn't have to engage in that type of behavior anymore. And if it does, it's okay because we love it anyway. It's just trying to protect us, that's all. So for all those times that it said, well, see, miracles don't exist, all those times we thought of something and then we were disappointed or whatnot, let's go ahead and heal all of those timelines, especially as children. Big healing for that inner child. Imagine yourself embracing, loving that child in your arms and letting them know that they are the miracle. That although things may have not happened exactly how they wanted them to, because that's a control thing and that's just the mind wanting to protect itself, we know that, and we know better. Really, as adults, we know better, but children don't know that they can't control everything. So let's let them know that they are way more effective and powerful when they are creating their life instead of controlling it, so that they are more in the flow and they are open and flexible, which most children at a really young age are, but as they get a little bit older, they start to forget about that. So let's just remind them. Letting them know that they are safe, they are protected, they are loved. And can we begin to make it so much easier for us to see through the eyes of a newborn child, to wake up every morning and to remember how to see through the eyes of the universe, through the eyes of a newborn child, just to be able to do that, to remember that, and implement that into our daily life. Can we go ahead and do that? Repeat after me. I see miracles all around me. I notice miracles around me. I am a miracle. So let's go ahead and release all of the resistance that you may have or your ancestors may have around the idea that you are a miracle. And usually that happens simply because the mind separates itself from spirit. We are all spiritual beings having a physical experience, so the mind sometimes forgets that. So let's remind it. Let's go ahead and do that. That actually helps us into the next really important aspect of activating miracle consciousness, which is simply to remember who we really are. To know that we are these vast, infinite, universal beings, not these small, insignificant human beings. We are these vast, universal beings that get to experience humanity. It's not humanity getting to experience the opposite. When we understand that, when we expand, then the mind can start to gently expand too. And the mind sometimes doesn't like to go there because it's really big to expand as a universal being, and we've been taught not to because it's safe, because it's very survival based and it keeps us in our little corner. But we don't need that anymore, because we know that we are in a time now in this humanity's consciousness where we can remember who we are again, and we can fully embody that and share that and empower others to do the same. And that is what it means to be a way shower. And all of you are way showers. You are making a difference, whether it's working on yourself or helping others. You are making a difference. What we're going to do is we are going to anchor in this reminder of who you really are. So if you would like that, go ahead and say yes. Any comfort that your mind found in playing small, keeping yourself dim, not shining your light, not allowing yourself to be in your full power, all of those things, all those times that the mind found comfort with that, can we show it all the lessons around that and then show the mind how to feel comfortable without needing to do those things anymore? If you want that, say yes. Can we show the mind what it feels like to be comfortable, what it looks like, what it tastes like, what it smells like to be comfortable, and finding comfort in things that actually feel more expansive and life-enhancing instead of hiding? If you want that, say yes. As we begin to remember who we are, we also begin to remember what life is all about. And a lot of people view life as going to some kind of destination or acquiring some kind of thing that they really need or want. It's not about any of that. It's about the journey to the destination. It's about the journey and all the experiences of the journey so that you get to meet people, places, and have awesome experiences that lead you to the destination. So it's truly about the journey. So can we show us how to embrace our journey, why, and what will happen when we do? And of course, embracing the journey and fully being present with it requires being present and also trusting. Can we go ahead and show us how to do that? And also trusting in divine timing. A lot of us know what that may be or may have an idea of it, but let's go ahead and have the divine I am presence within each of us, that universal spiritual energy, remind us on a heightened, expanded level what it means to be in divine timing. If you want that, say yes. Can we show us how to recognize divine timing and the synchronicity that goes along with that? Show us what it feels like. And what happens is when we are in flow, when we are in alignment, we are always in divine timing and we are always seeing synchronicities, confirmations, and insights and ideas and feedback. I mean, it's just amazing. It's like this powerful feedback loop system that gives us exactly what we need when we need it. So it's very, very powerful. So if for any reason we have forgotten or we are still choosing to forget what life is about and who we really are, can we show us all the gifts from that desire or that pattern to forget? And then can we heal any anger, frustration, victim consciousness, fear, resentments, guilt, shame, grief, vows, obligations, oaths, contracts that may still have a lot to do in playing a role with you wanting to be in that energy? If you want that, say yes. Now that we've opened all of these energies and we've cleared so much out, we're going to activate miracle consciousness. So I'm going to go quiet for a few moments. Just go back to that visual of you being in your favorite place. Imagine what it would feel like if you were seeing it for the first time through the eyes of a newborn child. Just think about that. And I will leave you with that, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Here we go. every time that you listen to this session, you are a brand new person. You will receive something a little bit differently each time, and you are going to receive it on a deeper level. Before you know it, you are flowing with ease. You are seeing through the eyes of the universe through a newborn child. You are awakening and attracting miracles left and right because you are the miracle. I'm so grateful for you. I'm giving you a big energy hug. I appreciate you. With all that said, have a miraculous day, and I will talk to you soon. Hey, my friend, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and comment. I'd love to hear from you. Have a miraculous day.